Hello ladies and gentlemen, Typhoon-Class here bringing you another Minecraft Befefl build tutorial. In this tutorial we've been going ahead and building the Typhoon-Class submarine, the Project 941 or the Akula, whatever you want to call it. The Project 941 and the Akula are the names the Russians gave it, or also the Soviets. And the Typhoon-Class is the name that NATO gave the submarine. Now, the Typhoon-Class is a nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarine. And it was deployed by the Soviet Navy in the 1980s, and it is the biggest class of submarines ever built. I mean, this thing is freaking massive. A very big submarine, for sure. It's so big that it's large enough to accommodate decent living facilities for the crew when submerged for months on end, and it's overall just a huge submarine. And the Russian Navy canceled its Typhoon modernization program in March 2012, stating that modernizing one Typhoon would be expensive as building two new Submarine-class submarines. So basically these submarines are starting to see the end of their service life. I believe some may still be in service. I know there's a few on reserve, and in total 6 of these were completed out of 8 that were planned. So it's kind of interesting to see the submarine, and it's so big. It's kind of insane to the point it's like, why do you need such a big submarine? But I mean, I guess the Russians, they like their big guns and all that kind of stuff. Who knows? But overall, just a pretty cool submarine. Now this is a birthday request, so I want to go and wish a happy birthday to Craftbefefl HD for requesting this vehicle for his birthday. Happy birthday, man! Hopefully you had a great birthday, and hopefully you enjoy this nice mini build for the submarine, which I think it came out pretty nicely. It's definitely interesting build and something different, which is always pretty cool to do. And actually my first submarine I've done as a mini build. So going ahead and getting started here, you can see the front up here on the nose of the submarine. Nothing too fancy there. Just a nice kind of front to it. You can see here you get the little fins on the sides here for the front. I believe those would be for steering or elevating or descending the submarine deeper. Just some designs on the top here. This whole place here would be dedicated to the missiles. So you would have the missiles that would be able to come out from these tubes right there. Just a lot of little side markings. You can see a little bit of a white nose to the front here, something like that. A red underbelly as well, and you got some polished andesite here, just kind of mixed in, just to add a little bit more color and a little bit more variation to the submarine. On the top here you have your conning tower. Nothing too fancy for the conning tower, just you got your instruments and stuff like that sticking out on the top there, and periscope and all that. And then coming along the back here, just some more detailing, all that kind of stuff. And then you have your two power shafts and all that stuff. And the thing that's kind of interesting is the movie The Red October, which the submarine's also very famous from. Was that the Red October? It was a different kind of submarine because it had these little doors that could open up underneath the on the back here, or whatever. And it had this water jet propulsion system, so basically it's virtually able to run silent. Basically the signature that it gave on sonar or whatever was just like a small little geographical event or something like that, and most of the time it would be passed over. So it's pretty interesting, and it's a really good movie. If you guys have not seen the movie The Hunt for Red October, definitely recommend you guys go and check it out if you guys have not seen it, because it's a pretty dang good movie. I actually watched it last night and it was actually really good. So anyways guys, that's it for pretty much an overview of the submarine we're going to be going ahead and building. Hopefully you guys do enjoy the build, and with that, let's go ahead and get into the tutorial by starting off with our first layer, layer 1. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to our first layer, we're going to be going ahead and doing layer 2 first. Now, you guys may be wondering, layer 2, what's that about? We do have a little bit of half slabs underneath the bottom back there for basically the one of the back kind of fins here, or one of the rudders, I guess you can kind of say. So that's right back there. We're going to be going ahead and putting those in for, which are technically layer 1, but we're going to focus on the layer above it, just to make it a little bit easier for us in building it. You guys get a nice idea of the shape of it and everything like that. Now as you can see, I have half of it already built on camera. I'm going to do the other half, and also the center line of the submarine. Whatever we do on the one side, you're going to flip over to the other side. Unless I tell you guys otherwise, the submarine is going to be perfectly symmetrical. So whatever we do to one side, you're going to copy it over to the other side. And this is just a way to speed up the tutorial and all of that fun stuff. Now, I also want to go and talk to you guys about if you're placing this in the water, where you guys actually want to have this. Now you can see here I have this red line right here, and typically that's basically the very bottom of this submarine, or the part that's going to be submerged in water. Now the thing about the submarine is that technically the black and the red should mix in right here. So about half of this should be red up here and half of this should be black. Unfortunately, in Minecraft, we really can't do that too well, so I went ahead and pretty much just did black, a full line of black here. So for me, what I would recommend for having this submarine submerged underwater, or not really submerged, but kind of at the surface, I would have the water line probably at this level right here. So if you're blowing the submarine, it's going to be pretty much your water level is going to be right up here, so it's going to be pretty much one block underneath the water level like that. Now you guys can always have your submarine down to this level and sticking that far out of the water, though I think it would look a little ridiculous, and plus your props back here will be out of water. So it's completely up to you guys how far out of the water you guys want to make it. But we're working on layer 2. Layer 3 is where I would recommend having the water line on it. Again, the water should be around this level is what I would recommend to have this thing in the water. And of course, if you're having this thing completely submerged, then you don't have to worry about that whatsoever. Now, let's go ahead and get started here. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go and start from the very front, the nose of the submarine. We're going to go ahead and place down a quartz top sub and then a quartz upside down stair. After that quartz upside down stair, we're going to place down 3 quartz full blocks. And then we're going to take our red stained clay. Now we're going to go ahead and go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 of these red stained clay blocks back from that quartz full block up there in the front. We then want to go and take our brick top slabs, place down 1, 2, 3, 4 of these brick top slabs, and then we're going to place down a brick upside down stair. Come off the back like so. Now after this brick upside down stair on the back of it, you're going to place down 3 red stained clay blocks, going back like so. And on this red stained clay block back here, we're just going to place down a stone button on either side of it, just like that for the rudder. Now with that all complete, you have your center line of the submarine completely completed. And once we go ahead and have that center line done, whatever we're going to do on one side, you're going to copy over to the other side. So to start off with, we're going to go ahead and go to the front nose again. We're going to go ahead and go to this quartz upside down stair. We're going to place down a quartz top slab next to it, followed by a quartz upside down stair. We're then going to go and grab our quartz full blocks, place down 2 quartz full blocks. So you have your 2 quartz full blocks right here, and then after that you're going to go take your red stained clay again, you're going to run toward the back. So we're going to go ahead and just take this, and we're just going to run this all the way along the side here, just like this, and we're going to stop one before this red stained clay block. So I believe that row right here was 20, this row would be 19, or basically you just want to can start from the same row right here. And it's going to run all the way back, and these rows on the side here are going to end right before this red stained clay block. So just make sure that you have something that looks like that, and you guys should be good. Now, after this red stained clay block, we're going to place down a brick top slab. We then want to place down a brick upside down stair, coming off the top slab, followed by a red stained clay full block, like so. And then come off the red stained clay full block, we're just going to place down 1 and 2 brick top slabs going back like so. So you should have something that kind of looks like that so far if you copy it over to the other side. Now going back up here to the front, we're going to go ahead and go to this quartz full block here. We're going to place down a quartz top slab coming off of it, followed by a quartz upside down stair right next to it. After that quartz upside down stair, we're going to place down a brick upside down stair, or sorry, a stone brick upside down stair. We're going to take our brick stairs. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 along the side here. We then want to place down 1 and 2 brick upside down stairs, followed by 1 and 2 brick upside down stairs. So after your 2 brick stairs right here, we're going to go ahead and take our brick top slabs, and we just want to go ahead and go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brick top slabs going back just like that. And once you guys have that all done, that's going to pretty much do it for your second layer. And with that, we'll go ahead and move on to layer 1. Alright guys, so moving on to layer 1, a very simple layer. This is just, we're just going to go ahead and come back here to the rudder. Very simply, we're just going to go and take our brick top slabs and place down a row of 3 underneath those 3 red stained clay blocks. And once you guys have that done, that is going to pretty much do it for our first layer. And with that, we can go ahead and move back up to layer 3. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to layer 3. Now for layer 3, what we're going to do is we're going to go and start by going to the very front up here. We're going to go ahead and place down a black wool block on top of this quartz top slab. We then want to place down a black wool block coming off on your side, so you have a row of 3 of blocks black wool that goes across, and you're just going to place down 3 buttons on the face of those blocks, just like that. Now going ahead and going to the block on the side here, we're going to go ahead and place down 1 black stained clay block like so. So you kind of have a U shape right here. We then want to place down a cobblestone wall coming off the left side of that black wool block, and then coming back from the cobblestone wall, we're going to place down 1 and 2 of these black wool blocks like so. We then want to go and place down another brick stair here. We're going to go ahead and follow that up by grabbing ourselves a polished andesite block, placing down a polished andesite block, followed by 1 and 2 black wool blocks. Grab our polished andesite, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 polished andesite. And then taking your black wool blocks, you're just going to go ahead and go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 black wool blocks back. We then want to go ahead and go in here and add it, or basically go out to an angle here. We're going to go ahead and go to this brick top slab here, place down a black wool block, and we just want to go ahead and go back from this 1, 2, and 3. So you have a total of 4 black wool blocks here, and along the side of these 4 black wool blocks, we're just going to go and take cobblestone walls and run it along the side like so. Now coming back here to this, we're going to go ahead and go from these cobblestone walls. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 of these nether brick top slabs going back. In the center here, coming off this black wool block, we're going to place down a end rod like this, followed by a sandstone block like so. Now for those of you guys that are using the end rods and you guys have this thing underwater or partially underwater, end rods can't be placed in water, so a good replacement for this would be to put down a fence gate. That could also work for what you guys need it for. Just a FYI there to kind of inform you guys just in case you guys get stuck there. Now on the coming off this sandstone full block, we're going to go ahead and place down another brick top slab like so. We want to go ahead and go to the side here of this end rod in the very center of the submarine. We're going to place down 1 and 2 black wool blocks and then another brick top side that comes off the back like that. Now what we did on that side, you're just going to copy over to the other side, and you're pretty much getting the same exact thing. So if you kind of look at it from above, you should have something that looks like that. One thing we're also going to do is we're also going to go and take our stone buttons, and we're also going to go and go to the front up here, place our stone buttons right there on that black wool block, one right here. Then we're going to go ahead and place down 2 on those black wool blocks, and we're just going to take our stone buttons and pretty much just run it along the side here, all the way back until you get to this wool block, all the way on the back there. And that just adds a nice little detail kind of lining to the side of the submarine. And with that all done, that is going to pretty much do it for layer 3. And with that, we can move on to layer 4. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to our next layer, we'll be going ahead and doing layer 4. Now for layer 4, we're going to go ahead and start off from the very front. We're going to go ahead and place down a nether brick half slab on top of this black wool block, just like that in the very front. Now going back from this nether brick half slab, we're going to place down a nether brick stair, and then coming off this nether brick stair on either side, we're going to place down a stone brick half slab. Now going ahead and going back from this nether brick stair here, we're going to go ahead and place down 2 black wool blocks. We then want to place down a polished andesite block, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21 black wool blocks back, just like that from that polished andesite full block. Now after that 21st black wool block, we're going to place down a stone brick stair, followed by another brick half slab, another brick stair, and then we're going to place down 3 black wool blocks going back like so, with a stone button on either side of this black wool block, just like that. Now with that done, we then want to go ahead and go back up to the front. We're going to go ahead and basically build out the sides now. So whatever we do on the one side, you're going to copy over to the other side. Now from this nether brick half slab here, we're going to place down another brick stair that comes off of this black wool block. Then right here for this section, we're going to place down a black wool block, followed by 1 and 2 nether brick half slabs that come off of it like that. Those are going to be those fins up there in the front. Now going ahead and going back from those, on top of this nether brick stair here, we're going to place down a nether brick half slab, followed by a black wool block right next to it, on the other side of this polished andesite block. We then want to go and take our black wool blocks, and we're just going to go and place down 1 more right here, so you have a total of 3 right here. And we're going to go and grab ourselves some iron trapdoors, and we're just going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 across. We then want to go and take our black wool, and again, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 of these black wool blocks going back like so. And then we're just going to go ahead and grab ourselves a another brick half slab, place it down next to this stone brick stair on either side. We're going to go and place down another brick half slab on either side of this one, so you have a row of 3 that goes across. On either side of this nether brick stair, we're going to place down another brick half slab, and then we're just going to place down 1 and 2 more on top of those nether brick, those black wool blocks, just like that, to go all the way back. So you get something that looks like that for the back here. Now for the sides, we're going to go ahead and start off by going to this nether brick half slab in the front. We're going to take our nether brick stairs, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. And then we're just going to take our nether brick half slabs, and we're going to place down 1 and 2 back, like so. We're then going to grab ourselves a lever, and place down a lever on top of that black wool block, and have it flicked in so it looks like it connects up to the hole there. And once you guys have that done, that's going to pretty much do it for layer 4 of the build. And with that, we can go ahead and move on to layer 5. Alright guys, so moving on to layer 5. Now layer 5, we're at the point of the tutorial where we can just go ahead and pretty much do it all on on camera pretty much. It's pretty easy stuff for the rest of the tutorial, so we'll just go ahead and do it all on camera. It'll just be a little bit faster for us to do it anyway. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go up to the front of the submarine, and up here we're going to go to this black hole block. We're going to place down a redstone comparator on top like that, and we actually want facing this direction, or my bad, this direction like so. We then want to go and take our redstone repeaters. We're going to place down one redstone repeater on your side, and we're going to flick the little notch back a few times, just like that on your side there for the front, a little bit of detailing. On top of this polished andesite block here, we're going to go ahead and place down your stone button. We then want to go and place down a wither skeleton skull, just like that, on the front here. Then, taking our stone buttons, we're just going to go and go back from this wither skeleton skull. We just want to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 stone buttons going back. We're then going to place down a black wool block, like so, after the stone buttons, followed by another brick stair on either side of the black wool block. Now going ahead and going to the side here of the stairs, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 of these nether brick stairs, and this one's going to turn into a corner stair. And we just want to do the same thing over here, 1, 2, 3, and 4 of our stairs going back. And then on the ends here, we're just going to place down a corner stair on either side like so. And along this whole row here, we can just fill this in with black wool. So you can just fill it all the way into these nether brick corner stairs. And on the back here, coming off this black wool block here, we're going to place down a nether brick stair like that. Now after the nether brick stair, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 stone buttons going back like so. And then coming back here to the rear, one thing that I also missed is we want to go ahead and actually place down a sandstone half slab on top of this sandstone full block. So let's go ahead and also do that. That was from the previous layer that I forgot to do. But moving on to the layer we were working on, we're going to go ahead and place down a row 3 of black wool on top of the already row 3 right here. And again, a stone button on either side of this black wool block, just like that for the tail there. And once you guys have that all done, that is pretty much it for layer 5. And with that, we can go and move on to layer 6. Alright guys, so moving on to our next few layers here, we're just going to go ahead and do the remaining layers on camera. They're pretty simple to do, and overall should just be a very simple process. So we're just going to go ahead and do layers 6 and 7 all on camera. And actually I believe it's layers 6, 7, and 8 actually. So what we want to do is you want to go ahead and start off by going to the conning tower here. Now, we're going to go ahead and go to the second black wool block, and we're going to go and place down 1 on top of it like so. And then going back from this block, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3. So you have basically a row of 4 here that goes across, just like that. Now, with that done, we're going to go and take our cobblestone walls. We're going to go and go to the black wool blocks to the side here to place down 1, 2, and 3 cobblestone walls. And same thing over here, 1, 2, and 3, just like that on the side here. And on the back, or on the end of this row of 4 here of black wool blocks, we're just going to place down a cobblestone wall, just like that. Now, we also want to go back to this tail right here. We're going to go ahead and place down 1 and 2 nether brick half slabs on top of those 2 black wool blocks, just like that for the rear there. And once you have that done, you're all good back there. Now the remaining few layers here are just going to be pretty much occupied with finishing the conning tower off. Now if you want to have this thing submerged in our water, most likely, or pretty much what they would do is they would actually have these the periscopes and the antennas and all that stuff that would be retracted into the hull, just to avoid damaging them underwater. So if you are having this thing submerged, then I would not recommend having those on the top there, because it wouldn't look right whatsoever. But if you're having this thing sticking out of the water, you can feel free to go ahead and add these on, because it definitely adds some little details. It makes the submarine look pretty cool. So for this, we're going to go ahead and go to this cobblestone wall here. We're going to place down an iron bar going up like that. Where this black wool block is, we're going to place down one more going up on top of it. And we're going to grab ourselves a wither skeleton skull, place it down on top of that block. Like that, we're going to delete the wool block there and place down an end rod underneath it for your kind of main periscope there. We then want to go ahead and place down an iron bar on the cobblestone wall right next to the iron bar, or the end rod. Then coming back here to this section, we're going to place down an iron bar right here, and then an end rod on this cobblestone wall. And then coming back here, we're just going to place down an end rod on top of that black wool block, just like that for the top instruments and all that kind of stuff, the periscope and all that. And of course, you guys can feel free to change it around or whatever you guys fit, or think that fits the submarine the best. So anyways guys, that's going to pretty much do it for this design. A very nice submarine design in our first submarine we've done a tutorial on for the channel, which is always awesome. Hope you guys do enjoy the design of this iconic submarine. And if you guys haven't yet, be sure to go and check out the movie The Hunt for Red October. A very good, interesting movie about submarines and this class of submarine in particular. Anyways, again, a happy birthday to Craftbefefl. Thank you so much for requesting this Submarine, a very awesome build to say the least, and hopefully you do enjoy the build, man. And if you guys do end up using this design, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. This being a thing from a side of the build, to link to my channel or this video. If this does appear on any social media sites, just be sure to give proper credit for the build. That's all I ask for when doing these tutorials. It helps my channel grow and it helps me continue to produce this content. Other than that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Typhoon-Class, and I'll see you guys next time.